India is a land of contrasts, where ancient traditions meet modern innovations daily. It's a place where opulence and poverty sit side by side, and the rich cultural history clashes with modern-day challenges. In this exploration, we'll uncover 6 striking realities that define life in India, showcasing both the resilience and struggles of its people. From the streets of Mumbai to the sacred banks of the Ganges, you'll witness how these contrasts shape a nation full of complexities, but also a deep sense of hope and survival. 1. Mumbai, a city of contrasts. Mumbai, India's bustling financial hub, embodies the extremes of the country in one chaotic city. On one hand, you have the glitzy skyscrapers, lavish apartments, and the glamour of Bollywood. Yet, just a few kilometers away, lies Dharavi, Asia's largest slum. Millions of people live here in cramped, unsanitary conditions, with little access to clean water. Despite the hardships, Dharavi thrives as an economic center, home to small-scale industries like pottery and recycling. The gap between wealth and poverty in Mumbai is a stark reminder of the contrasts that define India. 2. The sacred yet polluted Ganges. The Ganges River is considered sacred by millions of Hindus who believe its waters can cleanse sins. Religious rituals and ceremonies are held along its banks, where devotees immerse themselves in its waters. However, this holy river is among the most polluted in the world. Industrial waste, untreated sewage, and even human remains contribute to its toxic state. Despite the severe pollution, faith drives millions to continue their rituals. This dichotomy between spiritual reverence and environmental degradation illustrates India's struggle with modernization versus tradition. 3. India's air pollution crisis. India faces one of the most severe air pollution crises globally, with New Delhi often ranking as one of the most polluted cities. The air is thick with pollutants from vehicle emissions, factories, and agricultural practices. Residents, particularly children and the elderly, suffer from respiratory issues due to prolonged exposure to the toxic air. While the government has introduced measures to tackle pollution, progress is slow, and the problem remains widespread. This environmental challenge affects millions of lives, emphasizing the need for urgent action. 4. The struggle for basic necessities in rural India. Urban areas may be advancing rapidly, but much of rural India is still battling for basic necessities like clean water, electricity, and healthcare. In remote villages, women and children walk miles to fetch water, often from unsafe sources. The lack of infrastructure traps these communities in cycles of poverty. Government programs aim to bring services to rural areas, but the progress is often hampered by corruption, resource scarcity, and logistical difficulties. This divide between rural hardship and urban growth highlights the persistent inequalities across the country. 5. India's waste management crisis. India is also grappling with a significant waste management problem. In cities, waste is often seen piled up on streets, especially in less affluent areas. Stray animals roam through heaps of garbage in search of food. The waste crisis is not just about aesthetics. It's a serious health risk, contributing to the spread of diseases. In some regions, there are initiatives to improve waste disposal, but in many others, progress is slow. The issue reflects deeper socioeconomic problems and the need for systemic changes in infrastructure and education around waste management. 6. The resilience of the Indian people. In the face of numerous challenges, the resilience of the Indian people stands out. Whether it's a street vendor making a living amidst chaotic city streets or a farmer toiling under the hot sun, the determination and strength of the Indian spirit are undeniable. Despite poverty, pollution, and inequality, Indians continue to find ways to smile, adapt, and thrive. This resilience isn't just about survival. It's about finding joy and hope in everyday life, no matter the circumstances.